everyone is well. Let's begin cleansing the air. And I'd like to welcome everyone to Mystic Moon's airwaves. Cosmic energy flows abundant. Thank you for joining and putting your frequencies and your energy into the ether. Together, we can ask questions. We can find answers. We can try to find our way out of the maze of human entanglements. Okay. Now, the question today is a political one. And we have to ask ourselves, why did not Donald J. Trump put his hand on the Bible while taking the oath of presidency? That's a good question, isn't it? Considering the viewpoint that MAGA, his movement, is all about the Christians, all about make America great again. But he, as president, the 47th president, did not put his hand on the Bible. People assume that his movement is filled with a lot of Bible thumpers, yet they're quick to dismiss. Or are they dismiss? Or are they alarmed? And why did he not put his hand on the Bible? That's a simple enough thing to do. But he did not. In fact, he was even recorded once saying a speech. He was telling Christians, it's your duty, Christians, he said, vote now. Vote in this coming election, the one that just passed. You will never have to vote again. And that's very strange. And he said, in the same breath, he said, I am not Christian. Now, I had assumed that he was Christian, but he declared he was not Christian. And he did not put his hand on the Bible. He did the first time. Maybe he's superstitious. However, this time, maybe he changed his religion. He changed. And what does this mean? What is the meaning of his not putting his hand on the Bible? Let's explore this cosmically. And I'd like to thank all my subscribers for joining. And for visitors, people just coming in, thank you for joining as well. If you have any comments on this subject, please don't hesitate. Please add. And I want you to know that everything is welcomed. You don't have to agree. This is just a probe into the ether that surrounds us. What is Donald Trump's aura? What is he bringing? Why could he not at least go through the steps, the motion of putting his hand on the Bible, considering, again, his base, the MAGA movement? The MAGA movement. You would almost have to change the whole notion of what the MAGA movement is. Well, let's see, that he did not want to declare. Why did he not? What is the meaning? How can we explain this? The news, he did, we didn't see him, or he did not put his hand on the Bible. That's a videoed fact. Donald Trump is a very complex man. He's not what he seems, or what is what he seems? What is this? These questions, why did he not put his hand on the Bible? Let us ask the spirits, why did not do that? Did he have another allegiance? Was there so why did he so blatantly, I'm not putting my hand on the Bible? Does he have another religion? Undeclared. He wears a skull cap when he's in places. But he could not put his human hand, his physical hand on the Bible. I find that rather strange. And there must be a meaning behind it. It was, even though the Bible was right by him, he did not put his hands on it. He did not even put his pinky on it. All right, let's take this. Why did not Donald Trump? Well, the first thing we get is the 8 of Swords. It was a struggle for him. It would be a struggle for him to put his hand on the Bible. For somebody taking such a momentous task as becoming the president of a great country, even one in decline, or appears to be in decline, he still found it a struggle to put his hand on the Bible. Why was this internal struggle? Why? Was he bound by somebody else, something else? Ooh, and then he had many reasons. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords. This is a very complex thought of reason. He was bound by something else, and he didn't want to make it obvious. He did not want to make it obvious. He has reasons that he has not yet declared why he did not put his hands on the Bible. The Seven of Swords is not a straightforward path. It's a bit of uncanny something or other. You know, ways, outlets that you don't want to be upfront about why you do something. You just find a way to do it as discreetly, the opposite of what is expected. So we can see he had some sort of underlining reason why he did not put his hand on the Bible. Undeclared. Oh, look at all this. All these swords. We have this Five of Swords. Now I picked five. Oh, yes, I did. I picked 6 cards at random. So far, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords, and now we have the Five of Swords. Does this mean that it was something that was integral to his personality, to his stance? He would fight for it. His opinion of why he felt strongly not to put his fingers, his hands, his palms on the Bible. But this is like a very aggressive act. One nation under God, not his God, perhaps. One nation. Something is up. And look at this. We have all this agina, all this antagonism. Now here we have the Seven of Wands. Conflict. He did not put his hands on the Bible because it's a very conflicting issue, because he serves not the Bible. He could not put his hand on the Bible, as though it would be a hypocritical act. Hypocrisy plus. These cards alone, the Spirit's message, he said Donald Trump felt that this was a situation that would give him would be a burden. And he wasn't ready to be public with his stance. And he was ready to fight for his opinion. Of course, everyone can have your personal opinion about religion. However, I found it strange. And he is adamant about it. He's very conflicted and animated about his stance of not putting his hand on the Bible. He doesn't believe that is part of anyone's business but his own. For a very public man, that is very telling situation. Oh, can it get any worse? Then we have the Ten of Swords. Look at this. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Five of Swords. The Seven of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Swords. I don't even have to. It's obviously something he feels very aggressively. And there's a particular reason. Is it up for us? What is this reason? Look at all this. This is a very anti. The action of putting his hand and swearing to the Bible, on the Bible, as he was sworn in as president, as the 47th president. Slip of the tongue. This is very strange, isn't it? To have that much aggro, that much stance, that much opposite viewpoint? Why even have the Bible there in the first place? He could have had a coloring book. He could have had anything. He could have flowers. He could have had water, fresh water, pure water, anything. But yet, he chose to let it disregard by his side. He just was, don't give me that. Why did they bring it in the first place? Ooh, and look at this. Then we have death. This is a very ominous reading. Look at this reading. The Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Swords with death. What is this change? Is this death to Christians? Death to the old ways? Death, the beginning of the new ways? The one world religion? The one world religion? Could it be that? Death is a sign of change, big change. What is this change? That is another question. Is it going to be the hallmark of Jubilee? Or is it going to bring in something else, the opposite of Gala? Well, this is very ominous. So I leave you to make a comment. I took a message from Spirit of why did he not swear in on the Bible? And everywhere that I pick, every card I picked has been doused, drenched in binding hostility, in a strong emotion. Donald Trump is going to bring a change to this country. What is this change? And even saying you will never have to vote again for the next 4 years. You never, okay, obviously, you will never have to vote again. You vote for me for the next 4 years. You will never have to vote again. Could this be the end of the American empire? Could this be another rebranding of United States of America? Could this be the North American Federation that he's planned with Canada and Mexico and Greenland? Could it be? Something's up. Something up. Something is up. I would appreciate if you could have any comments on this. Why he did not. Seems like he's bound by another more pertinent to him allegiance. Donald Trump is indeed a vehicle for change. But is this change what we need? Is this change the change? A change? With all the hazards happening this last few months, North Carolina, the hurricane there, the disaster, LA burning, other things as well, the drones constantly. What is this change? Where are we going? What is really happening? Will we be the last to know or just mere casualties in the observing changes? These are all questions that we could ask, but right now we're asking, this is a hallmark, not putting his hand on the Bible as he's sworn in to the oath. As he's sworn in to the oath. So, this is something that we will have to see. All right, everyone, we'll leave it as this. We'll have to see. Your comments are welcome. Thank you for taking this esoteric journey. And if you have more on the subject, please comment. Thank you again. Until the next time.